Well, it's been a while since I've recorded some videos. There's a few reasons why I stopped posting consistently, and there's also a few reasons why YouTube actually hates this channel and YouTube refuses to fix their issues. Today's video, I want to talk a little bit about automotive content creation, why I've slowed down, where I've been, and also what kind of is my major gripe with YouTube at the moment, because I thought I had to share this for other creators. I've talked about this in the past, but hopefully this video will be able to get out to a little bit more than my audience and perhaps some creators or people thinking about making content on YouTube, especially automotive content. At this point, I have two YouTube channels, one that has about 3,000 subscribers, this one that has 80,000 subscribers, even though we've had tens of millions of hundreds of millions of views. I believe the channel has over 160 million views or something insane like that. The channel still refuses, if I produce a video, to do more than a few thousand views within a week of it being posted. I do automotive content, whether it's on this channel or my other channel. This one's my car channel, the other one's my motorcycle channel. The content was too different. The content style that I make on there is too different to bring onto this channel, and I ultimately decided it was a smarter, better idea to produce content on the other channel. That channel has cemented an audience and gets as many, if not more, views on videos that I post than this channel does. And there's a few reasons why. Number one, car content on YouTube is hard. Number two, YouTube's algorithm is so broken that it's destroyed multiple YouTube channels exactly like mine. My first viral videos on this channel were YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts are broken. When I first started making YouTube content, I was 12 years old. I started making videos in my parents' sunroom or basement or whatever you might want to call it. I made videos for 2 years back then, 13, 12 years old, produced Minecraft content, had a fantastic time. Then took a huge break and I decided, well, it's COVID, there's nothing to do, it's 2020, 2019, let's produce content. And that's when I started to make car content. I had a BMW at the time, later I bought my Mustang, and kind of the rest has been history. I was still in high school and YouTube Shorts were popping off. I started making content on TikTok, eventually transitioned to YouTube once again, and I said, well, I have these TikTok videos, let me post them on YouTube. And that was the best and worst idea that I've ever had. It was something that ended up, well, helping me get to where I am today, but also negatively impacting the channel to become what it is today. I say it's the best and worst reason for a few different things, and that's because of the YouTube algorithm, and I want to talk about that later on in this video. But first I kind of just want to talk about where I've been. For the people who watch my videos, for the people who have kind of stuck with the channel throughout the years, months, however long you've been watching, I appreciate you. And well, the reason I haven't been making YouTube content is because automotive content is hard. I've been making every single week. I produce 2 videos on my motorcycle channel. Those videos are easier to make, those videos have a higher ceiling, and the channel has been doing better than this channel has been doing. And because of that channel has been doing better than this channel, I feel more motivated to produce content for that channel. Not only that, car content is hard, especially when you don't have a proper garage, you probably don't have a setup, you don't have space to work on your vehicles. It is very, very hard to produce content on cars. And because I don't have space, my cars are broken, fixed at the same time, can't get parts for some of them, it's hard to work on them. This RX-7 here, I have a couple of things I need to do. but I'm just not motivated enough to do them. My Miata, I just can't get parts for. I don't know what the problem is. I just haven't been able to get a clutch kit for that car for a year now. It's been 8-9 months at this point that I've been ready to spend my money. It's take my money. Here's $1,000 for this clutch kit. Give me the clutch kit, but I can't get it. Now, this isn't a full-time job. This is a hobby, I guess, or a side project, side hustle, whatever you might want to call it. A little bit of a mixture between a side hustle and a hobby. I mean, I love to do car stuff. I love cars. I love motorcycles at the end of the day. But the problem is, I just wish I had more space to work on them. I wish I had a proper shop. I wish I had the time that I could just dedicate, just grind, you know, sit and just fiddle with my cars for 3 hours a night. But I don't have that. Time and space is the biggest concern. Look at the Corvette, for example. They just constantly let me down. At one point, all 3 of my cars were broken, or 4 actually, and I just didn't have the time or energy to work on them. Part of it's on me, part of it's in the space that I've been given, part of it's the place that I live where it's nice out today, it'll be sweltering tomorrow, and the day after it'll be snowing. The biggest thing in the way is me. I just need to spend time to work on my cars, and I've just not been motivated to do that the last couple of months. You know, I go to work on one of my cars, I get the motivation, I fix the Miata, I fixed this car, I fixed the Corvette, we got all the cars working again, and then I kind of just lost motivation, and I kind of just enjoyed driving off camera and just enjoying the cars instead of producing content like I had in the previous years. At one point I was making daily videos every other day. Now it's once a week. I've dedicated every Saturday to posting a video. Last Saturday I missed a video. That part plays into the YouTube algorithm and the issues that I'm having with YouTube, this channel, the audience that is on this channel, the audience I've built with this channel, and everything around that. Now in this next segment of this video, I want to talk a little bit about the YouTube algorithm and actually what it's like to create videos from a creator standpoint and why my channel, I feel like, has been ruined by YouTube. Now before that, I'd like to say a couple things that I thought about on the drive over to this filming location. And it's filming locations. Not having a garage, not having a shop, not being isolated and living in a place where there's neighbors and people running all the time. Even this street right here, someone's gonna drive by, and I'm gonna sit here, I'm going to pause the video, I'm gonna stop talking, I'm gonna wait for the car to pass, right? Then I can start talking again because I don't want the noise from the cars, the lawnmowers, people talking, whatever it is. To make a video in isolation is harder than it seems. Not having a place to film is very hard. I won't lie, it's hard at times. There's, you know, multiple times during the day where this neighbor's cutting their grass, this neighbor's cutting the grass. Okay, wait for them to be done, no problem. All of a sudden, they stop cutting their grass, and then the third neighbor's cutting their grass, and it's like, well, I can't really record here, can I? But also, cars going by, living on a main street in a neighborhood, whatever. Your neighbors are looking at you, your neighbors are outside like, what is this kid doing? That I don't really care about, but it's more of the fact that all the noise from the cars, the environment, everything. And not having a filming location is tough. Not having space to work on the cars is tough. Not having everything. All that being said, I am very fortunate to have the cars, very fortunate to have the ability to film, and very fortunate to just be in the position that I am in. Even having the RX-7, the Miata, the Corvette, having all the cars is a very nice treat. But I also kind of stabbed myself in the back buying these cars. For that, the YouTube algorithm. The YouTube algorithm has screwed up channels. YouTube gave me all the views, gave me all these things, never paid me a single dime. All of the 160 million video views that I did not make a penny off of that. All the videos I make money on are videos like these, long form content. All of my shorts combined probably paid me out maybe a few $100s at the very most. And they only started paying in February of this year, or last year. I would have to go back and double check. I think it was 2023, February of 2023, so it's been over a year and a half now. But I stopped making shorts for multiple reasons, and I didn't get paid for millions and millions and millions and millions of views. And I also got stabbed in the back by YouTube, because I did all of those views, I did all the shorts, and then all of a sudden they decided to put in certain regulations, put in certain things you can't do, can do. And the biggest one was TikTok watermark. They did not want watermarked content. A lot of my earlier videos were watermarked because I just took it off and posted it on YouTube. It was my content. I was making original content, so you know, it had the watermark there, which in my part, well, it was something I learned later. But also at the same time, if I made a short that did 1 million views, I couldn't go make an 8-minute video that would even do 10,000 views. Because even though I have 80,000 subscribers, those subscribers wanted to see shorts. You know, this month I'm losing subscribers, and it's not because people aren't watching the channel or people aren't wanting to watch the channel and see me in the subscription feed. I think they're just dead accounts that YouTube is clearing out. A lot of people have had the same experience. YouTube is clearing these dead accounts up because when they first were getting subscribed to me, it was from shorts. And now people just don't even bother watching my videos. And somewhere along that extent, they became a dead account. It became something that YouTube was kind of just feeding into my channel. And I've always wanted to make the long form content. I enjoy making it. It's way more creative. It has way more impact. I don't know how or what happened or what the whole thing is, because I really don't know the whole story. I don't think anyone knows the whole story. I got the views. I got the hundreds, millions, whatever. Got 80,000 subscribers, got 50, 80, and then it kind of just stopped. All of a sudden it stopped. There's a couple of reasons. Number one, I stopped making shorts. Number two, I took down a lot of the shorts. But that was also at a time when all of a sudden the channel kind of did one of these, and it was a level out. I think, you know, you can't sustain millions and millions and millions and millions of views as someone who has no idea what they're doing for an extended period of time. There's going to be a level out, and I was seeing that level out. I knew it was going to happen. But the thing that I couldn't fathom was why someone would not want to watch a longer video. And then it hit me. YouTube isn't showing my subscribers my videos in their subscription feeds. I have a different account where I watch YouTube on. Different from the channel that you're watching currently. And in that account, many times I don't receive the notification for when my video goes live. But also, sometimes I don't even see my videos in the subscription feed on this channel. My motorcycles channel, I always get the notification, and I always see it in my subscription feed. And I don't know what it is about this channel, but YouTube doesn't show them. But also in the early days, when you can say transition from the shorts to the full-time content or the long-form content, I was always making the long-form content with the shorts. And when I was making the long-form content, it was doing decent, but YouTube wasn't showing my subscribers that content. And when they did, the subscribers weren't clicking on it. When the subscribers didn't click on it, YouTube automatically signaled they don't want to watch long-form content, they only want to watch short-form content. And shorts were the only thing being promoted. And even still now, shorts, for some reason, are still being promoted. And I think that's hurting the growth of the channel, hurting the videos I produce on this channel. And it almost makes me want to start fresh. But I think that would just be the biggest mistake that I could ever make. I think at some point there will be a flip, but I have to force the flip to happen. I can't solely blame YouTube. It's also partially my fault. Not me for not making the best content that I can make, me for not doing certain things to make my content be seen, and all of those different things. You put me not 100% doing the things that I could be doing to make the content everything that it could be, along with YouTube not pushing the content out because they have deemed my channel to be a shorts channel. That just created me hitting this wall. Every time I post, I could get X amount of views. And lately it's been, I can hit 1,000 views, I can hit 1,000 views, I can hit 1,000 views. And until people search for the video, it'll just keep hitting that 1,000 bar as long as I'm producing the good content and the quality content that I produce. Every once in a while, I'll have a stinker video that I kind of knew wasn't the best thing that I could put forward. But when I knew I produced a good video with a good title, a good topic, and good content, it just kept hitting this wall. And it constantly keeps hitting this wall. And there has to be a time when that wall gets broken. And I don't know when it's going to be, but it has to be at some point. No matter how hard YouTube is going to try to push it, obviously YouTube isn't trying to bury the channel. YouTube kind of just wants me to promote and make shorts again, I think, but I don't want to do that. There's multiple reasons in it, and the biggest one is I really just enjoy producing long-form content. I like consuming it, and I like producing it. I think the real content I'm gonna get in trouble for this, is long form content. I think shorts are kind of like a trailer, but YouTube doesn't allow you to use it as a trailer. YouTube almost kicks you down when you start getting popular with shorts. That's been my experience. Multiple other people have said the same thing. Some people have said the opposite. If you're a creator and you have any insight into this, let me know in the comment section down below. But that's really where what I see when I produce content. So the question is, where does that leave us? Where does that leave this channel? Where does it leave me? Why am I making this video? Other than just to update and say, well, we're gonna keep pushing and going harder. I've been focusing on my motorcycle channel. That's where it's been. That's where I found success. That's where I see the higher ceiling. With all that being said, I would actually like to get a little bit of a space, whether it's here, down south, whatever it is. I'm not 100% sure as where I'm going to be by the end of the year. I very well could be halfway across the country, moved. I'd love that to happen because the cars are just gonna sit here in the garages for 8 months out of the year. But if I do move, I would love to find a space to be able to work on my cars and have them up on a lift and really kind of just spend my time and money on that. Not necessarily for YouTube content, but that's just something I'd like out of life. I would like to have a space to work on my motorcycles and cars, and at the same time, if I can have a space that I can film at, it kind of does two things for me, because I love filming and I love working on my cars, and I've put that for the last 5 years together into one thing and added motorcycles on top of that. But now I've kind of outgrown the space. My garage at home, it isn't big enough, and the shop that we have in the back just isn't made for cars. I just haven't found the motivation. I'm just kind of enjoying relaxing and kind of try to come up with what's next. And for me, what's next, I don't 100% know. Whether it's here or whether I end up moving, I would love to have a space to work on the cars. That is my next goal. That's what I'm trying to go towards. And in that meantime, I actually kind of have been missing creating content, and I would like to step back into making more videos once again. The other mistake that I want to talk about that I made, it was the mistake I made when I sold my Mustang in a way. And that mistake was I didn't buy a daily driver. I have the Bronco, the Lexus, the RX-7, the Miata, the Corvette, and the BMW. Out of all of those cars, the Bronco and the Lexus are daily drivers. Those are used all year round. The Bronco will talk a little bit about what's going on, and the Lexus isn't just mine, and I can't always have access to that car. I don't have a daily, and that was a massive mistake that I made, and a mistake that I intend to correct after selling my Corvette. Because I didn't have a daily, just a reliable transportation, something I'm not going to mess with, I ended up having 3 cars, 4 sports cars, a new truck that didn't work. And the Bronco is its complete own thing. Next video, we will address that. And since I didn't have that, I got so frustrated with just cars in general. I basically took 2 months off, a month and a half, and I said, you know what? I don't want to see these things. I don't want to touch these things. I don't want to be bothered with these things just because they stressed me out so much. At the end of the day, I still love cars. I don't think I ever will not love cars, but it definitely got to me at one point because I was just like, I hate this. And that was a mistake that I learned from. I hope this video's been informational. I haven't not been making content. I've still been making content on the motorcycle channel, but I'm finally ready to kind of swing back into content on here. I've just been overstressing it and overthinking it and everything. That's all I really have for the video. If you guys did find this semi-informational, you guys learned something from it, you guys just in general enjoy watching the channel, I appreciate you. With all that being said, there's going to be plenty more videos to come, and we're going to up the production hopefully once again. No promises, but there'll be more videos than I've been making in the past. I can guarantee that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Subscribe and make sure you like the video and comment below. Help push this video out to the algorithm, man. I'm tired of YouTube.